Is going above and beyond.
That we are a patient-centered facility. We are family-oriented and we believe in taking care of our community and neighborhood.
My personal favorite is being able to help.
Our staff does take into consideration, hey, this is like my mom, this is like my grandma, you know, and so the biggest factor is knowing that we don't just, hey, you know what, rush them in and out. No, we genuinely take our time to go ahead and make sure that each patient is taken care of properly.
Lifesavers is different from other providers. When you walk in through the doors, we are like family.
I mean, we're a small organization, and that gives us this family feel of, I have people that I can rely on, just like I'd call my brother and say, hey, I need help, and everyone jumps on board, and we're there for each other.
Lifesavers Emergency Room is your #1 ER for medical care. Your emergency or concern is our priority.
So Loteria is Mexican bingo, is what it is. And Loteria night started here at Space City Birria because during the pandemic, downtown was a ghost town. There was just nobody walking the streets of downtown. And I got the bright idea to one day host a Loteria night here in the restaurant. If you know anything about Loteria, is that usually in Mexican households, we gather around the table, usually grandma's house or mom's house, and we play Loteria for hours. I'm talking till 2, 3 in the morning. It brings the family together. You gather around the table, you forget about your problems, you forget about the worries of life, and you're just in the moment, having the time of your life with your family, and you're just living in the moment. Because I know from my childhood experience, the kind of fun, good times we had around the table. I wanted to bring that experience here to our customers. My name is Humberto Martinez, and I am the founder of Space City Birria Tacos and More. We're located at 415 Milo Street, Houston, Texas, 77002.
At Lonestar Sausage and BBQ, we specialize in homemade sausage and slow-smoked meats. Come taste the tradition. We can't wait to serve you.
Sophistication in a glass. Sophie's Punch is the perfect beverage for any occasion. You can choose from one of our 9 sophisticated flavors for our teas and our lemonades and our Arnold Palmers. They are available for purchase online at sophiespunch.com, and you can always stay connected to us on all social media platforms at Sophie's Punch. It's not just a drink, it's a mood.
Welcome to House of Energy, where fitness is more than just a journey. It's a community. Here you'll find strength in numbers with hip-hop cycling, extreme step, and our strength and conditioning HIIT class, FitX. Class is designed for all fitness levels. Together we push limits, reach goals, and celebrate victories because no one has to do it alone.
What it means to me to be a lifesaver is going above and beyond.
That we are a patient-centered facility. We are family-oriented and we believe in taking care of our community and neighborhood.
My personal favorite is being able to help.
Our staff does take into consideration, hey, this is like my mom, this is like my grandma, and so the biggest factor is knowing that we don't just, hey, rush them in and out. No, we genuinely take our time to go ahead and make sure that each patient is taken care of properly.
Lifesavers is different from other providers. When you walk in through the doors, we are like family.
I mean, we're a small organization, and that gives us this family feel of, I have people that I can rely on, just like I'd call my brother and say, hey, I need help, and everyone jumps on board, and we're there for each other.
Lifesavers Emergency Room is your #1 ER for medical care. Your emergency or concern is our priority.
So Loteria is Mexican bingo, is what it is. And Loteria night started here at City Birria because during the pandemic, downtown was a ghost town. There was just nobody walking the streets of downtown. And I got the bright idea to one day host a Loteria night here in the restaurant. If you know anything about Loteria, is that usually in Mexican households, we gather around the table, usually grandma's house or mom's house, and we play Loteria for hours. I'm talking till 2, 3 in the morning. It brings the family together. You gather around the table, you forget about your problems, you forget about the worries of life, and you're just in the moment, having the time of your life with your family, and you're just living in the moment. Because I know from my childhood experience, the kind of fun, good times we had around the table, I wanted to bring that experience here to our customers. My name is Humberto Martinez, and I am the founder of City Birria Tacos and More. We're located at 415 Milam Street, Houston, Texas, 77002.
At Lonestar Sausage and BBQ, we specialize in homemade sausage and slow-smoked meats. Come taste the tradition. We can't wait to serve you.
Sophistication in a glass. Sophie's Punch is the perfect beverage for any occasion. You can choose from one of our 9 sophisticated flavors for our teas and our lemonades and our Arnold Palmers. They are available for purchase online at sophiespunch.com, and you can always stay connected to us on all social media platforms at Sophie's Punch. It's not just a drink, it's a mood.
Welcome to House of Energy, where fitness is more than just a journey, it's a community. Here you'll find strength in numbers with hip-hop cycling, extreme step, and our strength and conditioning HIIT class, FitX. Class is designed for all fitness levels. Together we push limits, reach goals, and celebrate victories because no one has to do it alone.
What it means to me to be a lifesaver is going above and beyond.
That we are a patient-centered facility. We are family-oriented and we believe in taking care of our community and neighborhood.
My personal favorite is being able to help.
Our staff does take into consideration, hey, this is like my mom, this is like my grandma, and so the biggest factor is knowing that we don't just, hey, rush them in and out. No, we genuinely take our time to go ahead and make sure that each patient is taken care of properly.
Lifesavers is different from other providers. When you walk in through the doors, we are like family.
I mean, we're a small organization, and that gives us this family feel of, I have people that I can rely on, just like I'd call my brother and say, hey, I need help.
Here only on Clutch. You already know it's the thick and the slick Virginia Brick here with you, calling a game tonight, and accompanying me for the first time in this lovely partnership is Daniel. Daniel, how you doing, man?
Doing good, brother. Doing good.
And today's game is between your North American University Stallions and the Texas College Steer. Both teams coming from a victory. The men's basketball for North American coming off of a win against Northern New Mexico College, snapping a 5-game losing streak and finally getting back into that win column at 5-9. Right now we are announcing a starting lineup, starting off with number 8, Jamark Hammond, and number 5, Oakley Lewis coming out there. Number 45, Anthony Ingwu, playing at power forward. Your point guard, number 4, Tevin Gowans. And of course, your 7-foot senior at center, Damian Thomas. Stallions, as mentioned before, coming off of a 14-point victory, 60-46 against the Northern New Mexico College Eagles. That game they had started off slow, but picked it up in the second half, particularly on defense. And leading the way in that regard was Eric Wynn and Damian Thomas. Stallions averaging 5.7 blocks per game. Thomas having 5 alone in that second half. Couldn't get it to go early on, but managed to make his presence felt late in the game. And that slow constriction of Stallions defense is what led them to that double-digit victory. And so they'll look to continue the winning streak here. But in the meantime, Daniel, what do you expect from both sides to win this game today?
Well, we need a good start here. We got to start off hot. We got to shoot better. Last game against New Mexico was a slow start, but they really picked it up in the second half. They got to keep the tempo up too, man. They got to really push the pace, push down the floor, and play good defense again. They got to start like they finished.
So starting out here, and quickly a turnover by the Steer. And so North American will take possession. Gowans coming down the floor, gets it up to Thomas at the elbow. Gowans hand off. Bounce pass deflected, going the other way.
The defensive game early.
Pulling back to the corner. Swings it over. Back to the wing. Top of the key. Drive. Tosses one up. No good. Thomas on the rebound. Looking up for Anthony Ingwu. Tipped away. Out of bounds on the deflection. Tough defensive stand there on the fast break. So Gowan's on the inbound. Hammond up top. Hammond looking, finds Lewis. Ingwu posting up down on the block. Lewis being covered tightly.
Steers are playing tight defense here. They're looking to trap at the top.
Lewis in the corner, but they'll say he stepped out. And so it'll be Texas College's ball. Texas College here up at the top of the key. Swinging it over on the wing, drive, slash to the wing, pump fake, steps inside. Another pass, driving down to the baseline, fouled. And they'll call that one on Anthony Ingwu. Texas College shooting 74% from the free throw line, and that one goes.
That'll be our first points of the game.
And about a minute and a half in, just over a minute and a half in, the score is only 1-0. Hammond quickly breaking the press, double teams, a lot of pressure here by Texas College, and thrown away. Oakley Lewis really felt the defense collapsing on him. Tried to get it down to Ingwu, couldn't connect. Swing over baseline, on the wing, top. In the corner, pump fake, driving baseline, met by Thomas. Couldn't get it to go.
Good defense there. Good contest at the rim.
Gowan's driving. Hammond will take it back up top. Get a screen from Thomas. Getting around that screen well, pulled back, shooting, no good off the three. And going the other way. Hammond gets a hand on it, but no good. Hop step, kicked out in the corner, baseline. Takes an elbow jumper, short. And Thomas will pick up another rebound.
Got an open man. Finds him late.
Ingwu.
There's another bucket there.
Down low, strong first basket for the Stallions. And at 17 minutes, we've got a 2-1 ball game. Front of the Stallions bench drives, tries to get over the towering Ingwu and Thomas, no good. Pump fake, another from the wing this time, no good. Shot clock buzzes, but Thomas will pull down that rebound. And now running point forward, tries to get it to Gowans, but taken away. 2-on-2 this time. A slam dunk to take the steer up 2-3. Gowans gets it to Hammond, lets it go, no hesitation, rims out. Lewis, rebound down low, hits the bottom of the backboard. Hammond saw a chance at the loose ball, couldn't come up with it, but at least stopped the Steers' advance and allows his defense to thoroughly get set. Three ball. Six-two ball game here, 15 and a half to go in the half. Damian Thomas driving baseline, picks up the dribble, almost goes out of bounds, but able to get it back up to Jamara Cammond. Caleb Malik sitting at the scorer's table. Gowans goes and is rejected, and he's holding his ankle. He's in pain right now.
With the rejection.
Steer taking advantage of the numbers, gets another three to go.
Shaston Cornish there with a deep ball. And we still got a man down over here.
Tevin Gowans in some serious pain. NAU calling a timeout, 9-2. Texas College Steer up, 15:05 left to go. We'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll get back to you on the other side. This is college basketball tip-off only on Clutch.
That we are a patient-centered facility. We are family-oriented, and we believe in taking care of our community and neighborhood.
My personal favorite is being able to help.
Our staff does take into consideration, hey, this is like my mom, this is like my grandma, you know, and so the biggest factor is knowing that we don't just, hey, you know what, rush them in and out. No, we genuinely take our time to go ahead and make sure that each patient is taken care of properly.
Lifesavers is
College basketball tip-off on Clutch. In for Tevin Gowans is Jordan Chambers-Harris. Eric Wynn also subbed to the game along with Caleb Malik. Coming out, Anthony Ingwu and Oakley Lewis as well. They'll say he stepped on the baseline, so it'll take over.
Dominique Perry coming down the court.
Elevator screen there. Top of the key, deciding to stay up top, reset the offense. Eye screen, crossover, loses it, gets it back, spin move, drops it off. And a beautiful assist.
Romeo Postel with the finish there. Way to be in the right spot.
11-2, 14 minutes to go in the half. Gets it out to Wynn. He lets it go quick, and that's a response. Stallions cutting it to 6.
Gotta hit shots now. Can't let this game get too out of hand early.
Bounce pass, unable to be kept alive. Thomas tosses it up for Hammond to go get it. He does, but unable to finish through the contact on the layup. Thomas going for a block, but ignored.
Cornish really started that whole play with the block down there.
Second slam dunk today for him.
Turning defense to offense.
And that's what Damian Thomas tried to do just a possession ago when he tossed up that ball. That outlet pass to Jamara Cammond. And now, due to a technical, Chambers-Harris will go to the line.
He converts.
(13-6), waiting on him to change. There it is on the scoreboard. Second one goes down as well.
5-point game, 13:32 to go in the first half.
And Daniel, that might have had a similar effect to what a timeout could be. Taking a breath after what was just an electric play by Texas College.
Yeah, definitely needed to slow down there, kind of reset, try and get their defense back in order and try and turn it into more offense. Got to get some more plays going, get some ball movement, try and create some offense.
And speaking of creating offense, the Stallions brought off 2 guys off the bench, and Sean Fry and Eric Wynn. Instrumental in their victory last time out against Northern New Mexico.
Great defense.
Texas College gets another steal. He decides to pull it out, but they got the numbers going up and for an easy layup, not even challenged by Damian Thomas.
They got to beat this full court press, or they're never going to be able to get some ball movement down the court. They're playing sticky defense right now.
TC playing just absolutely putting pressure all over Texas College. The Stallions and playing with just such energy. Floater goes up, no good. Tipped out by the Stallions.
Steers ball.
And this is a brand of defense that the Stallions were playing just on Monday and being met with intensity right out of the gate.
Yeah, it's definitely part of their game plan to try and stunt their offense early and convert on a lot of these possessions. They're playing real sticky defense. They won't even let them get the ball down the court right now.
Shaston Cornish, he's been instrumental for this Texas College team, averaging 12.6 a game.
Very confident player.
As I was saying earlier, Fry and Wynn instrumental on the defensive end as Wynn has hit another 3. His second, already making an impact offensively. They're going to need to rely on his instincts and his athleticism to get them extra possessions on the defensive end.
He's got a quick trigger.
Jacob Keys with the ball. He swings it.
Nice dish inside. Can't finish.
It's Taekwon Neal fighting hard in there, already making his impact felt in this one. One of their best contributors this season. Win again from the corner. Heat check, short. Cornish coming up with it.
Texas College is really controlling the pace so far this game.
Keys lets a 3 go quick. Banks not open. Thomas picks up another rebound. Now he'll run point forward. He's got a small Keys on him. He'll take it to the rack. Easy finish for the big man.
Way to take advantage of the mismatch there coming down the court.
Damian Thomas, 11 points a game this season. Shooting 55% from the field. He's gonna need to get inside and be instrumental for his team, as putting up a floater is Keys. Not super contested, couldn't get it to go. Chambers Harris take a strong one up.
Cornish with a good defensive stop.
Active hands by Cornish. Stripping that one. Keys in the corner, contested by Thomas. Doesn't get it to go. Fry's got it. He's running 3-on-3. Fry's going straight to the rim. Reverse layup. Finish.
English on that.
A great finish by Sean Fry to make it a 17-14 game. Texas College leading by 3 with 10:16 to go in the half. We'll take a break and we'll be back. College tip-off basketball only on Clutch. Welcome back to this Texas College NAU matchup. Texas College doing some subbing here. In the game now is Dominique Perry at the point. Currently with the ball is Ricky, and a long three there.
Off the foot.
That was Saidana. Sean Fry dropping it off of the foot there.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate possession there. Didn't get a chance to get started. It's a tight game now. 17-14, 9:42 to go. The pace has definitely slowed down a good bit. These breaks have been very good for North American.
Another three goes off the back rim. Chambers Harris will pick it up.
Thomas driving, gonna put up a shot, but he's fouled. Gonna get a chance at the free throw line here, make it a one-possession game.
They're gonna designate that foul to Jaron Murphy.
Thomas' first free throw is good. Thomas is playing big minutes here in the first half.
Second free throw drops, one possession game. Just 1 point. Texas College up 17-16 as we approach 9 minutes left to go in the quarter. Perry finding Williams in the corner. He's driving baseline against Thomas, almost losing it. Perry gets it back. Fry meeting him. Stallions in a 2-3 right now in the corner.
Nicely. Good ball movement, couldn't convert on the three there. Here's a chance for North American to take their first lead of the game. Trying to take some of this momentum back.
Gets by Oreiki. In the corner's win. He'll take another 4-3. No good. Thomas tips it back out, and Malik ends it. And so Fry will reset. He looked like he wanted to step into a three right there.
They're going to try and set something up here. Try and get some ball movement and find a good look.
Fry guarded. Takes a pull-up at the free throw line. Contested. And gets it to go. Stallions have the first lead of the game. Williams working on Harris. Swung over. And a tough shot over Malik.
A beautiful floater there. Dropped it in the bucket nicely.
That's DeMarcus Bowie, who's now guarding Jordan Chambers Harris. And reading that one was Perry. Bowie getting by Chambers Harris. He'll take it up against him. Get the foul, but not the basket. And so he'll go to the line. And that, Daniel, looks just to be a case of Chambers Harris telegraphing that pass, allowing Dominique Perry to jump right underneath it.
Yeah, they've been playing a really tight press this whole game up to this point. They're definitely trying to cut off any momentum and trying to take advantage of the ball. Gonna miss his first free throw here. Still gonna be a 1 point game, one more free throw to go.
In the game right now, just now getting a substitution for the Stallions. That's Jaden Jackson coming in for Jordan Chambers Harris, as
trying to avoid foul trouble here early. Want to keep him in the game late. They're going to need him most likely.
Recchi knocks down that second free throw.
Thomas with the ball at the top of the key.
Sean Fry looking somewhere.
Jaden Jackson gonna pump fake, kick it back out.
Fry won't hesitate. Short, but there was Eric Wynn. We'll have to check in with the box score.
Might not be an assist, but it worked out, didn't it?
Perry back over to corner shoes, jumps back into this game. Williams kicks it out to Perry, swings it in the corner. That's Tyrone Woods Jr. Perry looking to drive. Cornish pulls up, tough one at the free throw line.
He's fouled.
Jaden Jackson patting his chest saying that one's on me. Good tight defense, just a little too tight perhaps in getting that call.
That's a foul you'll take. They're playing good defense. The refs gave him that one. Let's see if he can take advantage of these free throws here. Try and make it a 2-point game here.
Taekwon Neal getting ready to come back into the game. Their leading scorer with 14.6, also bringing in 8 rebounds a game.
Wow.
And shooting 62% from the floor, Daniel.
Efficient.
Free throw goes down for Cornish.
Substitution here for the Steers.
Woods coming out, along with Jaron Murphy. In their place being Neal. And also Romeo Postel finally coming in the game for the first time. Damian Thomas working on Cornish. He spins around, gets it up, and lays it in. Nice lefty finish.
Way to spin inside there, take advantage of the positioning of the defender. Tom's just playing a good game up to this point. Been good on both sides of the ball. His height is really playing a factor here.
Stallions in a 2-3 zone, but Perry's attacking it anyway. Almost gets that one to go. Thomas gets it up to Fry. He's going up!
Slam dunk. Fry getting up right there, showing the bounce in those nice green shoes.
And
the momentum seems to be shifting here. It started off all Steers, but North Americans taking advantage of their opportunities.
Unfortunately for the Stallions, a tech coming right off at the end of that one. You can understand the excitement by Fry, but it's tough when it leads to points potentially right back on the other end if Cornish can hit these free throws. First one goes. Second one also good. So it's 24-23 ball game as Williams and Perry step off the floor. Coming in for them looks to be Roy Shelton. And Jacob Keys back in the game. Baseline, Shelton going for it. No.
Thomas tried to take a charge there. He didn't get the call.
Shelton on a fall away 3. Gets it to go. 26-24. Texas College. And ever since NAU jumped back into this one, this is back and forth right now, Daniel. 6 minutes to go.
It's a very entertaining game we're watching here. Both teams showing what their strengths are, playing good defense, and they're actually making a lot of shots right now. Getting a lot of opportunities at the free throw line for the Steers. Taking advantage of most of those as well.
And both teams have had opportunities to get out and run.
Yeah.
And yet they still seem to find a lot of their success in the half court right about now. Running some good sets against what is otherwise, real physical and up-tempo defense. Active hands all around. Texas College here with the full court.
In order to play that way, you got to have great communication.
Jaden Jackson.
Wynn got hit with the ball there after the whistle was blown. He'll shake that one off.
Looks like ref's trying to fix the clock, which is currently running.
I think the score is messed up right now.
Oh, yeah, 79-24 in the first half. 105-24 isn't better.
A lot of points there very quickly.
Fry alone in the corner.
Bang.
Falls. Reclaiming the lead again, 27-26.
Going tit for tat here.
Lead change after lead change. Neither team able to get away. Easy down low for Romeo Postel.
He's made an impact since he ever came in the game. He's made his presence felt.
Cornish up on Jackson. Keys able to get a hand down there. Jackson losing it. Back up top to Keys.
Looking for Cornish. Gonna get the ball at the top.
Fry. Keys swinging around, foot on the line, I believe. No good anyway. Jaden Jackson out running with a long rebound. And he'll go straight to the rim. Finishing on the other side. Lefty reverse layup after the Euro step through contact.
Jaden Jackson showing some athleticism there. Going up and under. Nice finish. Gonna get a chance to make it a three-point play here. Make it a two-point game.
Real up-tempo, both of these teams. I mean, definitely expecting to see a lot of this bench getting played with the pace they're going at. Daniel, I can't believe it right now.
They're gonna need a lot of water.
Ashton Mitchell coming in to see his first action of the game. Roy Shelton and Cornish will take a seat.
It'll be interesting to see how the Steers play with Cornish on the bench. He's been instrumental in a lot of these points and baskets they've been getting here, and the defense as well.
Getting through the zone quick. Woods over there on the wing, guarded by Jackson. Fry trying to meet.
The defense is tight right now. Got an open look.
Keys by himself.
Flashed it.
And makes the defense pay. And that's what you need when you're working against the zone. You need guys on the outside that can make the defense move. And the way they move the ball makes it even tougher on a defense. Great ball movement from Texas College.
Thomas with the screen is going to fall off of it.
Jackson losing it. Getting it back. Pull up at the free throw line. Off. Neal getting it in. Keys will slow it down as they get the call from coach on the sideline.
Gonna be Oakley Lewis gonna come check in soon. We'll see who comes in or who comes in for.
Postel, I don't know who blocked him, whether it was Malik or Thomas, but a rejection letter nonetheless. And Texas College will stay with it as we get another change of the guard. Chambers Harris back in the game. Oakley Lewis back in the game. 31-30, Texas College with 3:38 to go. Tevin Gowans over there looking like his shoe is off as another finish inside for Texas College, extending the lead to 3 for the first time in a little while.
Harris coming down the court here. Gonna get almost got a screen from Thomas.
Fry doesn't hesitate, in and out.
He loves those corners.
Mitchell on his way up the floor, moving with pace. Goes to the baseline, running around the trees, and he stepped out.
Baseline got him.
And if it wasn't the baseline, it was Chambers Harris who was sitting on that passing lane to take it away. Tevin Gowans, ankle wrapped up and looking like there's ice on it. So he's likely questionable to return. As Sean Fry steps out the game. Eric Wynn is back in the game. So is Jamar Hammond.
A lot of substitutions here late in the first half. Trying to squeeze some points out. Trying to take a lead.
How can you blame them? I mean, this tempo is insane. I mean, you're seeing a lot of running in space, off-ball movement, press all the way up the court.
Defense is exhausting right now. Errant pass by Thomas, a little miscommunication there.
Hammond on the fake go, and Thomas sent it anyway. So now Woods is working against Chambers Harris. Keys trying to get open on the off ball.
Texas College is going to try and extend their lead here and make it a 2-possession game for the first time in probably around 8 minutes.
Keys gets it up, a little out of control there.
Pushing the court now.
Hammond, 3, out quick, short. Thomas finds the rebound. How did he get back down here so quick?
Gonna have a timeout.
Coach Doe's calling a timeout for the Stallions to draw something up and get his team settled down. 33-30, Texas College up. 2:15 to go. But we'll stay here. No breather for us, Daniel. I mean, you know, I think we've been doing we've been doing as much work as they have. But Daniel, what have you seen so far for this to be such a tight game, despite what seems to be, I mean, turnover here, turnover there?
Yeah, I think the pace of the game has been electric. I mean, nobody's taking a break on the court here. They're all pushing the court. The Steers are playing tight press defense, full court press down the court, and they're not making it easy for North American to get down there and set up some plays, but when they get the chance to, they've been taking advantage for the most part with some good looks from three. Fry especially. But Fry and Wynn they've been cooking out there. But Thomas has played an instrumental role in rebounding, tight defense. His presence is definitely being felt down in the box.
And one of those, I think, when you talk about his presence, what I think could be underrated, obviously everybody understands how important rebounding is, but one of those things that is included in that is ending possessions.
Yeah.
I mean, this Steers team is no stranger to offensive rebounds. Taekwon Neal, in particular, being a guy that crashes the boards really well.
Yeah, definitely.
But Thomas is closing out those possessions and giving his team a chance as Chambers Harris lets one go.
The bank is now open.
And on his terms, like you said, the bank is open. Tied up 33-33, 2 minutes to go in this half.
Yeah, they really needed that three there. They want to keep it close. They don't want to let this game get away from them before half.
Jamar Hammond applying pressure to Perry, but he found Woods in the corner by himself, had enough time to read a book. And while he was doing that, dropped off a corner three. 36-33, Steers up. Thomas working down low. Cornish almost gets that one.
They're coming at him in waves.
Chambers Harris looking for the baseline. Gets it back up to Thomas. He's working.
7 seconds on the shot clock here. They got to get something off quick.
Chambers Harris launches one up.
He's getting hot. That's what they need right now.
Tough shot.
Play clock down to 2 seconds. He had to get that one out, and he sure did.
Perry swings it to Woods. Quickly met over there by Harrison Lewis. Woods again, pump fake off the contest. Loses it. Couldn't control it. Adams, Jamar Hammond has it now. And they're looking to trap him. Wynn moving the ball. Chambers Harris.
He's feeling it.
Quick up. No good. Adams with the rebound. Now Cornish has a chance to extend the lead. 36 seconds to go. Perry's working. Adams is working on Lewis down there, but unable to be seen. Quick feed inside. Perry couldn't hold on to it. Hammond working his way down. Contact. No call. Gets his own rebound. Bounce pass to Oakley. Lewis tries to get it down and misses that one. And that's a tough one because a layup could have done it.
Yeah.
Shot clock is off.
They're going to try and take it all the way down here and get the last shot off. Cornish is dribbling. He's going to put it up. Oh!
Wow.
Cornish finishing off what he started.
Tried to get a foul there when he had to put one up at the last second. Got it off the bank. And so Texas College will go into the break up 4. 39-35. We'll go ahead and take a break. We'll come back to you to give you that halftime recap before we get into the second half of this one. Been a great game so far. We'll take a break on college basketball tip-off only on Clutch.
Welcome to House of Energy, where fitness is more than just a journey. It's a community. Here you'll find strength in numbers with hip-hop cycling, extreme step, and our strength and conditioning HIIT class, FitX. Class is designed for all fitness levels. Together we push limits, reach goals, and celebrate victories because no one has to do it alone.
What it means to me to be a lifesaver is going above and beyond.
That we are a patient-centered facility. We are family-oriented and we believe in taking care of our community and neighborhood.
My personal favorite is being able to help.
Our staff does take into consideration, hey, this is like my mom, this is like my grandma, you know, and so the biggest factor is knowing that we don't just, hey, you know what, rush them in and out. No, we genuinely take our time to go ahead and make sure that each patient is taken care of properly.
Lifesavers is different from other providers. When you walk in through the doors, we are like family.
I mean, we're a small organization, and that gives us this family feel of, I have people that I can rely on, just like I'd call my brother and say, hey, I need help, and everyone jumps on board, and we're there for each other.
Lifesavers Emergency Room is your #1 ER for medical care. Your emergency or concern is our priority.
So Loteria is Mexican bingo, is what it is. And Loteria night started here at City Birria because during the pandemic, downtown was a ghost town. There was just nobody walking the streets of downtown. And I got the bright idea to one day host a Loteria night here in the restaurant. If you know anything about Loteria, is that usually in Mexican households, we gather around the table, usually grandma's house or mom's house, and we play Loteria for hours. I'm talking till 2, 3 in the morning. It brings the family together. You gather around the table, you forget about your problems, you forget about the worries of life, and you're just in the moment, having the time of your life with your family, and you're just living in the moment. Because I know from my childhood experience, the kind of fun, good times we had around the table, I wanted to bring that experience here to our customers. My name is Humberto Martinez, and I am the founder of City Birria Tacos and More. We're located at 415 Milo Street, Houston, Texas, 77002.
At Lonestar Sausage and BBQ, we specialize in homemade sausage and slow-smoked meats. Come taste the tradition. We can't wait to serve you.
Sophistication in a glass. Sophie's Punch is the perfect beverage for any occasion. You can choose from one of our 9 sophisticated flavors for our teas and our lemonades and our Arnold Palmers. They are available for purchase online at sophiespunch.com, and you can always stay connected to us on all social media platforms at Sophie's Punch. It's not just a drink, it's a mood.
Welcome to House of Energy, where fitness is more than just a journey. It's a community. Here you'll find strength in numbers with hip-hop cycling, extreme step, and our strength and conditioning hit class, FitX. Class is designed for all fitness levels. Together we push limits, reach goals, and celebrate victories because no one has to do it alone.
What it means to me to be a lifesaver is going above and beyond.
That we are a patient-centered facility. We are family-oriented and we believe in taking care of our community and neighborhood.
My personal favorite is being able to help.
Our staff does take into consideration, hey, this is like my mom, this is like my grandma, you know, and so the biggest factor is knowing that we don't just, hey, you know what, rush them in and out. No, we genuinely take our time to go ahead and make sure that each patient is taken care of properly.
Lifesavers is different from other providers. When you walk in through the doors, we are like family.
I mean, we're a small organization, and that gives us this family feel of, I have people that I can rely on, just like I'd call my brother and say, hey, I need help, and everyone jumps on board, and we're there for each other.
Lifesavers Emergency Room is your #1 ER for medical care. Your emergency or concern is our priority.
So Loteria is Mexican bingo, is what it is. And Loteria night started here at City Birria because during the pandemic, downtown was a ghost town. There was just nobody walking the streets of downtown. And I got the bright idea to one day host a Loteria night here in the restaurant. If you know anything about Loteria, is that usually in Mexican households, we gather around the table, usually grandma's house or mom's house.
Welcome back to college basketball tip-off only on Clutch. This is Virginia Brick here with Daniel. And we've had just an absolutely electric game so far. We'll do a quick recap for you as we get ready to go into this game. Leading off for the Steers, Jason Cornish having an absolutely spectacular game up till now. Shooting 60%, 3 for 3 from the behind the arc, 12 points and 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals. He's doing it everywhere. Following and adding up onto that is Romeo Postel in just his short amount of playtime, 8 points, 4 from Tyrone Woods, 6 from Taekwon Neal, who's been their leading scorer this season. And then you add some extra in there from Jacob Keys and Ikem Oreki. For the Stallions, largely leading them, it's been Sean Fry from the three-point line, 1 for 3, but 4 for 6 in total. Chambers Harris adding 7, Eric Wynn adding 8. These are guys off the bench doing big work for the Stallions. And Damian Thomas, 6 points, but 12 rebounds already, Daniel.
Huge impact.
What do you expect to see from these teams? What are they doing well that they need to continue doing? And what adjustments might either team need to make to really start to create any separation?
Well, we'll start with Texas College. As of right now, they've been playing really good sticky defense. I think they need to keep getting Jason Cornish the ball. He's 3 for 3 from the three-point line, and that 9 points from those have been a huge contributor. For North American, I think the bench needs to keep being active. That's the biggest difference in this game scoring-wise, is that Texas College's bench only attributing 6 points as of right now. Meanwhile, North American's bench is contributing almost the majority of the points, all but 8 points. So, yeah, it's definitely just been a bit of a lopsided game for this roster so far, but they're both playing great defense, and I just want to see that continue. And hopefully we'll have a great second half here, pick up where we left off with good energy.
Absolutely great energy. 39-35 here as Woods takes a three-pointer. That's off the front of the rim. Locally, Lewis will take it. Now Jamar Cameron working with pace up the floor. He's guarded by Dominique Perry. As Damian Thomas currently covered by Romeo Postel. Hammond on a three. In and out. And Postel gets the rebound, so Perry will bring it back down the floor.
Perry's had 18 minutes in the first half. He played the majority of the first half so far. Definitely been moving the ball well. That's how he's been impacting this game.
And taking it in strong against no pushover at Anthony Ingwu. That was Taekwon Neal adding 2 more points. He's got 8 right now. And Thomas on the wing. Got a mismatch. Would love to see Thomas post up here.
He's got corner shot him at the top of the key.
Sitting on the perimeter though. Hammond kicks to Lewis in the corner. No good. Jordan Chambers-Harris gets the rebound. He went up for that one. Thought about how deep one was Hammond. He gets it out, corner. Back up to Hammond. Swing it over to Lewis, trying to get this defense to move around a little bit. Baseline jumper. Lewis misses everything. That was last touched by the Steers, but no. Baseline ref overruled the call. Said it was last touched by Thomas. And so the Steers will take possession, up 41-35. Just a tick under 18 minutes to go.
Yeah, North American's going to need to get some points going here. They don't want to let this game get out of hand. They're kind of starting off how they started in the first half, a little slow, but they're going to need to look to start pushing the pace more and take advantage of some of these opportunities they've had. Corners, deep ball.
North Americans shifted their zone a bit. Taekwon Neal with an up fake. Oh, got back
rejection.
Thomas, but not by Ingwu that time. Hammond met some contact, had to pick up the dribble. Gets it across. They're working with a 5-4 advantage. Thomas looking around at the free throw line. Got corners on him, but picked up his dribble. Lewis gets it back out so that Chambers-Harris can reset. Cornish sticking to Chambers-Harris. Thought about it, got him up in the air with it. Pulls up on a jumper off the back rim. Oakley Lewis, offensive rebound, and draws a foul. So with 17:03 to go, Oakley Lewis will head to the line with an opportunity to cut it down to just a 4-point Steers lead.
They definitely need to take advantage of these points. So far, they haven't scored yet this half, I believe. So getting some points here would be huge for them. And he drains the first one.
And so Oakley Lewis puts up his first points of the game. And just a minor update. We don't have anything official, but Tevin Gowan's still down there at the end of the benches. Oakley Lewis hits the second free throw, 41-37. Steers up, coming the other way with 17 minutes to go. Tevin Gowans, who's been a guy that's just an excellent playmaker, excellent defender, tipped away.
4-on-2. Gonna dish behind the back. Couldn't finish. They're gonna keep the ball though.
Shaston Cornish able to make a great play against 2-on-1 defense. Intimidated or just perhaps persuaded Chambers-Harris to get rid of that one.
He's leaving his fingerprints all over this game so far.
Thomas working against
the pump fake.
Perry, and now the Steers have moved to a zone defense themselves. Looking at a 2-3, Thomas at the free throw line. That one's short. Ingwu right over his head into the hands of Dominique Perry.
Yeah, the Steers starting to look more like a man defense, but now they've shifted into a zone, trying to probably throw off North American here. They haven't been used to that this entire game.
Another turnover. Stallions running the other way. Chambers-Harris will force the issue, gets to the rim, but doesn't finish. And now a foul called on Anthony Ingwu, I believe.
Yeah, he went over his back there.
And now Jacob Keys subbing in for Dominique Perry. And neither team really yet to get ahead of steam, Daniel, though we did see a little bit of a sluggish start, at least on the part of the Stallions in the first half, before really kicking it into second gear later on.
Yeah, there's been a bit of a scoring break, it seems like, finally. After the way that first half ended, you didn't know how they were going to come out, but Cornish is going to try and push the issue. Can't finish, but he's going to get a foul call there. He's going to get another chance for 2 more points.
I thought he was going to get the shooter's touch there as it hit the front or side of the rim, rather, and had that bounce. Unable to get it to fall, though, so he'll take 2 here. As we've said before, neither team able to really get any extension of a lead.
Yeah, nobody can really get any groove going here. They're kind of just trying not to foul each other at this point, but you know, you'll take the points that you can get them. Just got to play a little more disciplined defense, try to keep these fouls to a minimum. You're going to need all your players the way the pace of this game is going.
Definitely going deep into the bench. Texas College in particular, having seen a lot of particularly guards in their backcourt coming out to play as both those free throws go, and so it's a 43-37 game here.
Oh, Aaron passed there.
Throwing it into the scorer's table was Chambers Harris. Miscommunication between him and Caleb Malik.
We've seen 2 of those now. Definitely something they got to tighten up on if they want to keep this game close. They can't really waste any possessions with the way that the Steers have been pushing the ball and converting on these possessions.
And those are unforced errors. The turnovers that you're forcing, that you forced so far in this half, have been great as a result of defense, but that is just a bit of carelessness with the ball as Jacob Keys gets an excellent bounce pass.
Travel.
Taekwon Neal, before getting that one to go, traveled. And
I love the way they're moving the ball, though. They're definitely getting guys in position to score. They just got to finish these opportunities.
Beautiful. Not telegraphing passes. Excellent placement of bounce versus lob passes.
Got an open guy. Got 2 open guys.
Had Ingu low. Caleb Malik, he'll put one up. Misses everything, and he's been a good shooter. Shooting at like a 39% clip as Tyrone Woods Jr.
Wow, what a finish.
Goes up
over Thomas?
Over Damian Thomas.
Wow, that's an impressive finish.
Lewis
loses the ball. Got a fast break, 3-on-2 here. They're gonna kick it out to Cornish.
Of course, he's gonna take it. Long one off the back. Rebounded by Keys. He'll get another chance. And that time it's in and out.
Thomas gonna push it back in, but we're gonna get a jump here.
Lewis!
Oh, no. And a personal foul.
Lewis.
Taekwon Neal got him there. Fight for the ball. I thought they were gonna call a jump there.
Just got robbed. Just robbed Taekwon Lewis of that basketball. And ultimately led to him getting a foul called on him. And so Woods and Cornish will step out, and so will Ingu and Lewis. Coming in for Texas College is Roy Shelton, once again stepping in, along with Oreiki.
For North American, we had Eric Wynn and Sean Fry come in. They're going to look to be making some more threes here. They were shooting very well in the first half.
Unable to get the finish, getting to the rim, North American this half, but not able to put them down. And that's going to have to change if they want to see themselves back in a position to take the lead. Keys gets it over to Oreiki. Screened by Neal up top. Oreiki takes a long one. No good. Chambers Harris as Neal hits the floor. They've got the numbers. 5-on-4. Damian Thomas against the smaller guys. Ooh. Goes up and shows a little finesse.
Those long arms, man. It's impressive spin he put on the ball there to finish that with the left.
45-39, 13:30 to go. Bounce pass. Taken away by Thomas.
He's going crazy right now. We got another fast break here. We're gonna throw a lob.
Goes up!
Thomas with the finish, with the putback. Almost an insane dunk right there by Sean Fry. Wow, he really got up for that. One-hand attempt, too.
All the seats in here were almost empty after that. A one-hand hoop attempt as Caleb Malik is fouled. And that one goes. Looks like he called it on 51, but because there's no 51, I'm thinking maybe Taekwon Neal, who's stepping out of the game. And
North Americans kind of turning this game around here again. It's just how they started the first half. It's kind of their forte. A little bit of a sluggish start, but once they get going, they're really hard to slow down.
Dominique Perry in. Keys will see the bench. So will Oreiki as Williams steps out for him. Postel is in the game. And so is Percy Chavis.
Timeout here by North American. I guess they're going to want to take a break and reassess some things. They had momentum going. I don't know if timeout was the best decision there.
Well, we'll take one anyway. 45-41, 13:02. Texas College up. We'll take a break, College.
Sausage and BBQ, we specialize in homemade sausage and slow-smoked meats. Come taste the tradition. We can't wait to serve you.
Sophistication in a glass. Sophie's Punch is the perfect beverage for any occasion. You can choose from one of our 9 sophisticated flavors for our teas and our lemonades and our Arnold Palmers. They are available for purchase online at sophiespunch.com, and you can always stay connected to us on all social media platforms at Sophie's Punch. It's not just a drink, it's a mood.
Jaden Jackson with the inbound from Malik. Wynn's got it. He's guarded by Postel. Now, Roy Shelton on Sean Fry. Malik will take one. That one, that's his second air ball. That one's tough.
Yeah, his teammates are going to encourage him to keep shooting. You don't want to get anybody in a...
And he's nearly a 40% shooter on the season, so that has got to be something your teammates and your coach encourages you to do. Keep shooting it, kid.
Got to find your stroke. They're going to need it.
He is averaging 9.6 a game. They're going to need his contributions here.
He's got to stay confident.
They're down 4. That one up by Williams, no good. Tipped out by Fry.
Wow. I could have swore that went off Perry. The ref saw it differently. He's definitely closer than I am.
So shot clock sets back to 20. Chavis gets it in. Quick pass to Postel, but they'll get Wynn for the reach.
I like the aggressive defense, though. They definitely want to keep that pace they had up in before the break.
And you see the opportunity. I mean, it was a good trap there, but it was also just great reaction by Perry to get the ball out quick, knowing the situation he was in. Good pass he made there. Chavis, same ATO, but this time he'll take it up, and they'll call...
Is that a carry?
A foul.
I saw him do this.
Well, it's a turnover nonetheless, and so NAU will have the ball going the other way.
They'll definitely take that.
Looking to cut a bit more into this lead. Down 4 with just over 12 minutes to go. Stallions need to kick it into gear as Thomas lets it go. No good. And if you're Thomas shooting 21% from the arc this year, you want to see him get down low and do some more work. He's got the size advantage here. There's another poke away from Thomas. Defensively, he's doing a great job. Not a great pass. That might be a bounce pass from Wynn next time. Great pass from Perry to find Williams in the corner for 3.
Great stroke.
With 11 and a half to go, 47-41, Texas College is up.
North American wants to replicate what Texas College has been doing up to this point. They want to get better looks. They're just missing the rim sometimes here. They got to convert.
Williams pushing it, trying to get all the way.
Hard foul there on Wynn.
By Wynn. So he'll go to the line. And I think what you said there was key, Daniel. North American is working hard for some shots that just aren't that...
They're not convertible necessarily. They're just not high percentage shots. They want to definitely get back into what they were doing, getting close to the rim, kick outs, some open threes, some opportunities from the corner they were really taking advantage of when they were getting this game close in the first half.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of pull-up, mid-range jumpers, fall-away jumpers.
bad passes on fast breaks. They've had a lot of advantages with players down the court, but they're just kind of trying to do something too fancy. They just got to take their points here and get this game close.
Certainly have forced enough turnovers to
have a chance to be in this game for sure.
Absolutely, averaging 14 points off of turnovers a game this season. And
they're doing everything they usually do, but right now they're just not finding high percentage shots the way that they usually are able to when they get in these situations. They're trapping here too.
Not capitalizing, but active hands.
Yeah.
Active hands by Fry. He's certainly known for that. So is Eric Wynn, but he's gone to the bench after seeing a few quick fouls in this half. Chambers Harris back out here. So is Oakley Lewis.
I think giving Wynn a breather will be good for him down the stretch. They're going to need his shooting ability later in the game. Let him settle down a bit.
Jason Cornish is getting a breather right now, so this is the chance.
Good luck there from three, and he converts again.
Woods gets a three to fall.
Woods is starting to lay on these threes here.
Steer matching their largest lead of the game, 50-41. Under 11 to go.
Yeah, they got to make something happen here for North American. They can't let this game get any more out of hand.
Got to stop the bleeding. Start a run of your own.
They got an open look here.
Fry gets one from the corner.
Nice, big shot from Fry.
That breaks it to a 6-point deficit for the Stallions. As we get closer and closer to 10 minutes here. Perry swings it over to Woods. He's covered by Oakley.
He reeled in that pass, so it was almost over turnover. Gonna drive.
He'll just blow by Oakley Lewis. Despite having Taekwon Neal with the advantage, posting up Caleb Malik on the block. And right now, Cornish is at the scorer's table, getting ready to come in for likely the rest of this one, as Lewis tries to spin away and is ripped by Shelton. Pull up three. 55-44. Largest lead for TC.
Gotta watch it back.
And that's a timeout coming from the Stallions. 11-point ball game here, 9:35 to go. We'll take a break. College basketball tip-off only on Clutch.
Wow, this just got really...
Just like that, it can roll downhill. Okay. We are back with this Thursday night edition of College Basketball Tip-Off, only on Clutch, as Stallions trailing by 11 right now. Texas College playing just absolutely phenomenal defense and offense right now as Fry takes a tough one to the baskets. And he'll see a lot of contact, which means he'll also see 2 opportunities at the line.
Yeah, they got to make this a 9-point game here. They're playing airtight defense for Texas College right now. They're not even giving them a chance to breathe.
Sean Fry, 79% free throw shooter on the season. Knocks down the first one.
Make that 80.
These are his first attempts tonight. As the second one goes, 100% on that trip. And cutting it back down to single digits.
Cornish back in. We're going to see how he impacts this game from here on out. They're definitely going to want to see him take more shots and control this game.
And speaking of control, I mean, what a bounce pass from Woods. Neal unable to get it to go, but he draws a foul.
That's what happens when you really get in the paint down there and you start playing some smash mouth ball. You're going to get opportunities at the line.
And, you know, going back to what you said about having composure, well, having control, the Steers have had excellent composure meeting all of this Stallions pressure with just smart passes, knowing when to slow things down, and
knowing when and when not to shoot the ball.
Absolutely, passing up good shots for great shots. Excellent bounce pass there. They've made effective use of those. Very simple concept. I mean, you learn bounce passes very early on when you start playing, but you see in moments like that just how effective they can be.
Yeah, the fundamentals will never fail you, never.
So the first one went down for Neal, taking it back up to a double-digit ball game. Second one's long, so it'll stay at 10, 56-46. Under 9 minutes to go. Texas College leads. Cornish putting some pressure on Fry, forcing a pick-up dribble at the logo.
They've changed up their defensive strategy a good bit this game, going back and forth with man and zone, pressing them half court and full court at times.
Thomas, a shot put, comes up short. Neal with the rebound, so Perry will go the other way.
I'd like to see North American take better advantage of some of these opportunities with Thomas in the paint. They're not utilizing his size well enough at this point in the game. Got to make some opportunities. Deep three.
Absolutely. Launched a deep one. Coming up short, Damian Thomas will pick up another rebound. And he's going here, coast to coast, Euro step.
Great finish. That's what he does once he gets in that paint. He's a great finisher once he's running down the court. Coast to coast like that, like you said, it's a beautiful finish.
So it's back down to 8 points right now. Pastel goes up, pump fake, no good.
And another fast break opportunity here. He's going to go for it himself, and he's going to nice English on that ball, roll it in.
That guy is explosive, running down the court. Oh, easily getting by Oakley Lewis, and a fillet falls out.
Thomas right there again, though, not making anything easy for him. Thomas with a chance here. He's going to take it himself, and he converts.
Finish in traffic.
Just like that, Thomas is leaving an impact on the game. They're pushing the ball down the court, and they're finishing. Biggest difference between the first part of the second half and what they're doing up to this point.
And just when things were starting to teeter a bit, just when Texas College was starting to get that stiff arm and create a little bit of separation, NAU comes surging back, Daniel. And largely led by that guy right there, DT Damian Thomas, doing things on the defensive end, but when you've got a 7-footer that can run the floor like that.
Take advantage of that, man, because they have the size advantage with him alone. Nobody in Texas College is quite that tall. So in basketball, that's pretty important.
So in these last 7.5 minutes, they should keep attacking with him.
I believe Thomas has the last 6 points for North American, and he's been instrumental in getting this lead down to 4. 2-possession game here. We'd like to see him try and close that gap even more and keep playing strong defense with good discipline.
Engineered a run all by himself.
Oh, yeah. Both sides of the floor.
Cornish runs off the three-point line, spin move, tosses it up, tries to spin it off the glass. And
he's forcing these refs to give him calls, just how physical he's playing, and that's the brand of basketball that you want to play if you want to get wins.
And that's a tough position if you were a Darius Blanks who's seeing his first action of the night.
Yeah,
I mean, you absolutely have to run him off of the line. You cannot let him get a pull-up three in transition like that. Yeah. So you have to run him off the line, but the guy's explosive, so he comes downhill, and even your help finds it difficult.
He's in a bad position at that point because he's exploding into the paint there, and he's a great ball handler. So
you're on the back foot. He's an explosive guy. He's a strong guy, as you can see by his build. And he is not afraid to attack and go up against the trees down there.
Yeah.
Knocking down that first one, pushing the lead back to 5. 7:17 to go. Texas College leading this one.
Well, as we've seen, this game can flip on its back any second. So whoever gets the momentum at that moment got to take advantage.
Second one goes for Cornish. seems to have been an accomplishment as the bench is cheering him on, and he's smiling too. Sean Fry gets it to Blank down in the corner.
Thought about it, and then he pulled it.
Hesitated, gets the rebound over Keys, finds Fry by himself, lets it go short. Blanks goes up for it. Lewis has it, and that's a putback. Excellent effort there by the Stallions for those second chance points.
North American's kind of adopted Texas College's defensive strategy, it appears. They've been pressing a lot, trapping, trying to create some crazy scenarios here for Texas College, but they've been handling it well. That composure we talked about is really showing right now.
He's looking for a cutter. Neal couldn't get it off before the shot clock.
That's good defense. Got a chance here, make it a one-possession game.
And that seemed like one of those for the few times tonight where Texas College didn't have the ball movement we've seen for the majority of tonight, allowing the Stallions to really set in position. They didn't have the off-ball movement that would have allowed for a shot to develop there. Thomas will take a step back three, no good. Lewis fights for it and manages to get the call. As they say, it went off of Romeo Pastel last.
Very fortunate for North American. That was another questionable shot by Thomas. We want to see him get in the paint more and take advantage of that height, which he's been doing so far this quarter.
Right, swings it over to Blank. He won't hesitate this time. Off the front of the rim, top of the backboard. And it'll go over to Texas College. 5:57 to go. Winding down in this one. Cornish gets it across half court. Dominique Perry. They made easy work of that press. Stallions in the 2-3 zone. Romeo takes it straight down.
Long finish through the trees.
Unafraid of Damian Thomas.
That's how you have to be aggressive. You got to take the challenge head on and try and convert.
60, 40, 54 in favor of the Steers. Gets it over to Lewis, he'll drive baseline, hop step, gets it up and in.
Yeah, if Oakley Lewis can get going here late in the second half, that would be huge for North American to get some other contributors.
60-56, Keys inside, high off the glass, no good. Fry taking it the other way, Thomas is up, running by himself. Blake's over there in the opposite corner, he finds him. This one goes short again. Darius Blanks unable to get one to go so far.
He's had a few good looks so far this game. Just hasn't quite been able to get enough on the ball to get it through the rim there, but hopefully he can come around and start making some of these, get some momentum.
Woods sitting at the scorer's table, ready to come in. Cornish passes up a look. Keys quickly receives that one, floats it, no good. And they'll call a foul on the floor. They're calling out on Oakley Lewis.
And swatted down on the arm there when he was trying to get the rebound.
So Keys will take a seat as Woods comes in for him. Woods knocking down a few threes tonight. And certainly one of those guys you got to be aware of, especially between him and Cornish in this 2-3 zone. But for the moment, Pastel is at the line. 4:29 to go. Texas College leading 60-56.
Only a 4-point game. Make that 5.
This has been a Red River Conference matchup to see this week, as both of these teams have played with just
explosiveness, a lot of passion,
intensity, effort, and have been executing really well on both ends.
You know, through all that intensity, I think that's what's really showing is the team with the most composure in those moments is the one that tends to be leading this game, and right now that's Texas College.
Mark Hammond finds himself back in the game. They break through the press. Trying to get it over. Lewis able to get a deflected pass. He'll take it in. Why not?
Nice finish.
Oakley Lewis with 6 points in the last few minutes. Getting easy ones inside to keep his team here and in it. Mark Hammond in front of Cornish. Wood swings it over. And Perry is now guarded by Fry. On the wing, he's going to drive against him. Ball tipped away. Hammond comes up with it, but now he loses it behind his back. They've got the numbers 3-2. Lost it for a second with Postel. Almost regathered it, but Hammond got a hand on it.
Could have been disastrous for the Stallions. They had a chance there to make it a 2-possession game, and they mishandled the ball and almost got it to 6 points, but got a lucky stop there. Active hands. Never giving up on the play.
Absolutely. Getting back after you have made a mistake is critical. And Hammond understands that as a three goes up by Roy Shelton with a hand in his face. 65-58. 7-point game with 3.5 minutes to go.
Definitely need a bucket here for North American. We can't let this get past 7 points or it'll be almost insurmountable.
Hammond, he's got an open look. No good. Fry went up for an offensive rebound, not quite, but Thomas will get the long board. Oakley Lewis sitting there. About a 10-footer, rolls in and out. Cornish taking his time up the floor. Time is certainly on their side as we've eclipsed 3 minutes now. They'll look to get this one down into the shot clock, I imagine into single digits, but no, Tyrone Woods has a different opinion on the matter, forcing the issue and forcing a foul by Oakley Lewis.
Texas College having Singleton and Cornish in the game, two really athletic scorers, can do everything that you need, and that's going to be very difficult for North America to contain and try to stay out of more foul trouble than they're already in.
So that first one goes down and extends Texas College's lead to 8. Running out of time here. The Stallions have to make one last push. Need to go on a run here. We've seen runs individually from Damian Thomas and from Oakley Lewis having their spurts and their moments.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a quiet second half from Sean Fry and Eric Wynn. They were key contributors in that first half, and they kept the game close essentially. So it'd be really important for them to get going and get some good looks here with not much time left.
Coming up on 2.5 minutes to go. Hammond swings it over to Harris. Harris in the corner, long three. Oakley Lewis fighting for it with Taekwon Neal. They'll say it is staying here. And while we talk about contributors, as Eric Wynn comes in for Oakley Lewis, you can bet they are missing Tevin Gowans over there, and he's likely frustrated being out of this one. As Fry is working on Woods, finds Harris. Thomas trying to work against Neal, doesn't get it to go, gets his own rebound and puts it back, and puts himself at the free throw line.
1v3 around there in the paint. Somehow got that finish and the foul. Luckily, he's all good. A lot of physicality down there. They were banging down there, but he came out on top.
Massive purple jerseys didn't stop him. Damian Thomas on the glass today has been just absolutely insatiable. And I mean, it is specifically instances like this. And I mean, we've seen it throughout the course of this game, but it's instances like this where you have to think, why isn't he down low more often? I mean, he's clearly a beast.
Yeah.
And so it feels like when he spends as much time as he does around the perimeter, that it can be a waste at times as he cuts it to 5, 2:26 to go.
Well, it also just puts so much pressure on the defense of Texas College to stay out of foul trouble. I mean, if you were getting free throws every time you got fouled, that would just make a massive difference in the tempo and just the overall scoring of the game.
Woods trying to get by Hammond and does.
Just took it on himself.
gets a finish and some chatter after that one. Lead gets back to 7.
Under 2 minutes now. Thomas handles the ball. He gets fouled again. Gets in the paint. He's getting opportunities.
And that is what you need. I mean, one, you're slowing the game down.
Yeah.
You're allowing yourself to cut into the lead without time coming off of the clock. You're
getting some energy back at least a little bit. Have some time to settle down and regroup and think about a way to maybe get some better shot opportunities here.
And you're pushing yourself closer to the bonus. I mean,
yeah.
Texas College only has 6 right now, while you have 8 if you are the Stallions. But those are the kind of plays, again, you have to force the issue. You have the size advantage. There was an effort, a great effort there by Taekwon Neal to read and pick that one off. And as soon as Thomas recovered it, he decided to attack, and that's what you got to do.
Texas College has got the energy right now. They're feeling this. They're trying to finish this game off.
Timeout called. Coach Doze will take a break to draw something up. So we'll take a break as well. 1:52 to go, 68-61. Texas College leading this one. College basketball tip-off. We're back here with 1:45 to go. Sean Fry dribbling it down low, went up.
With the foul call, right?
They called that one on Taekwon Neal. It looked clean.
It did. It looked like a great block.
Excellent anticipation on his part, protecting the rim.
Texas College players don't seem too thrilled with that call, but it can't all go your way.
And again, you know, this is, you've got to attack. You don't have the luxury of time. So get to the free throw line, especially given that, you know, this can cut into some of that momentum that Texas College is clearly building up with possession after possession, series after series, as that one goes long for Fry. His first miss at the line tonight.
Regardless of the outcome of this game, I think North American's going to come away from this and probably going to learn a lot about the style of play that they need to use to take advantage of some of these situations, especially with Thomas sitting down low in the paint.
Coach Doze bringing out some of his more war-torn guys in Hammond and Chambers Harris, and Blanks will throw up one and no good. Blanks and Jackson in the game.
Still a 7-point game. Clock's getting lower, 1:30 left.
Eric Wynn, one of the defensive stalwarts on this team, guarding Shaston Cornish.
Texas College is going to look to just bleed this clock down, try and stay out of any trouble here. Try and close this game out. They're going to get a 3 opportunity.
3-point ball.
Oh, no call. No 3. They did not give him a 3.
They're calling him for an offensive foul.
Push off?
They're saying he kicked out his leg.
Oh.
And so what was an amazing play initially, and potentially a dagger in this one, ends up being a turnover.
Texas College's bench is asking for a replay.
Unfortunately, we don't do that here.
You're gonna need to get a basket quick here for North American. They do not have time to waste, and they do not have any missed opportunities available to them. They have to take advantage here.
Gotta put one up. Fry, short.
Thomas
gets the rebound. He's going right back at it on the baseline, puts it up and in.
Nice soft touch there.
Cuts to 5, 50.9 to go.
You don't need to foul right now, but you're getting to that point where you can't give up any more points here.
And if you're Texas College, you're looking to wind this one down to 7 seconds, 5 seconds before you even get a shot up.
You need to press here if you're North American, try and get the ball back.
You need to get a trap. Yep, Cornish finding himself down there in the lane. Thomas gets the rebound.
Pushing the pace.
Finds Wynn. Wynn, tries to hand it off to Fry, but
could have made that a 3-point game. Instead, Texas College is going to get the ball back with 27 seconds. It's going to be very hard to pull this out now, but you never know what's going to happen with this North American team.
Fry looking like he hurt himself. And coming down, drops it off. Thomas ends up with it.
Thomas draws the foul coming down the court.
And he'll go to the line because they are in the bonus. He'll shoot one. And if he can knock that one down, it'll be a 4-point game. Knocking down the second will bring it then to 3.
Yeah, that'd be huge.
Which means they're not out of this one yet.
Nope, not yet.
Again, going back to that, what would have been a 3-point, potentially 4-point play, as the first one goes down for Thomas.
Clutch free throws from Thomas. He's having a great game overall, especially on the boards. He has been a monster on the boards.
Can't help but think about that play from Shelton that could have taken it to a 10-point and even to an 11-point game. And here we are now instead looking at a 4-point one. And I know possibly still thinking about it, even though you can't afford to. Win on that last drop off the Fry as
Thomas converts the second free throw.
They'll take a timeout, Texas College, to advance the ball to half court. Shot clock will be off. And they have to foul here, Daniel.
Oh yeah, definitely got to foul. I mean, maybe they can get some lucky turnover, but more than likely you're going to have to foul, and you're going to have to keep pushing the pace. Just try to make an opportunity for yourself, because it's going to be hard to get one for free, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're going to need them to miss both.
You got to force the ball into somebody's hands that's not comfortable in some of these situations, or at least not in these situations very often.
And that will be the question. How will the lineups change based on, because it makes sense that we're likely going to see the best free throw shooters come out for Texas College.
For sure. I imagine Cornish will be out there along with Perry. Yeah, and Woods Jr. as well. Those guys have been very active today.
And I mean, as we've got here, I mean, among their best contributors, I mean, Jacob Keys perhaps being one of the least effective at the free throw line with 56%, but he's not in the game, hasn't been in for a little while. And so right now it is Neal, Woods, Cornish, Shelton, and Postel. And Woods gets it, the ball, quickly drops it off to Shelton. They tried to get a foul, didn't get across. Cornish getting fouled finally.
They bled a lot of clock on that. They bled about 12 seconds, I believe. And you really wanted to get that foul with a lot more time left. It's going to be hard to get a chance here to bring this if he bangs both of these free throws. I'd say Texas College got about everything they wanted from that inbound.
Cornish with a chance to make this significantly harder. Still can't quite argue that it would put it away, but it would just about seal the deal. A 2-possession game at that point with just 12 seconds to go. First one is up and good.
You can tell Cornish is pretty comfortable in these situations. Probably the last guy you wanted to foul, but you had to do it.
Certainly not sweating up there. He's shooting 82% from the free throw line this season. He's comfortable for sure. Second one goes down.
That might be a dagger.
So it's 70-65, 12.2 to go. Wynn's got it.
Gotta get a shot
almost stolen by Woods.
Here. Can't waste
Fry
any more time.
has to put one up. No good. Brought down by Postel, and that'll do it. as perhaps against a little bit of sportsmanship.
Or lack thereof. Texas College is flexing the win here, trying to keep these players apart. Don't want any extra curriculars after this one. After a fun game, physical game for sure. Definitely got the blood boiling at some points, I'm sure.
Just an absolutely wire-to-wire thriller.
Wynn is going to walk off the court there at the end, not going to shake hands. We'll see if he makes another appearance, but definitely some high emotions at the end of that game there.
Absolutely. I mean, this was an investment by everybody on those sidelines, players, staff, coaches. I mean, this was one that is emotionally draining and an excellent one to win, also a really tough one to lose with everything you poured out into this game.
For North American, just several opportunities, especially before the end of the first half, and they could have made it a 2-point game, and instead it went to 4.
And so again, your final is 70-65 in favor of the Texas College Steers. That'll drop North American to 5-10. We'll go to break, and we'll be back after this college basketball tip-off only on Clutch.
Welcome to House of Energy, where fitness is more than just a journey. It's a community. Here you'll find strength in numbers with hip-hop cycling, extreme step, and our strength and conditioning hit class, FitX. Class is designed for all fitness levels. Together we push limits, reach goals, and celebrate victories because no one has to do it alone.
What it means to me to be a lifesaver is going above and beyond.
That we are a patient-centered facility. We are family-oriented, and we believe in taking care of our community and neighborhood.
My personal favorite is being able to help.
Our staff does take into consideration, hey, this is like my mom, this is like my grandma, you know, and so the biggest factor is knowing that we don't just, hey, you know what, rush them in and out. No, we genuinely take our time to go ahead and make sure that each patient is taken care of properly.
Lifesavers is different from other providers. When you walk in through the doors, we are like family.
I mean, we're a small organization, and that gives us this family feel of, I have people that I can rely on, just like I'd call my brother and say, hey, I need help, and everyone jumps on board, and we're there for each other.
Lifesavers Emergency Room is your #1 ER for medical care. Your emergency or concern is our priority.
So Loteria is Mexican bingo, is what it is. And Loteria night started here at City Birria because during the pandemic, downtown was a ghost town. There was just nobody walking the streets of downtown. And I got the bright idea to one day host a Loteria night here in the restaurant. If you know anything about Loteria, is that usually in Mexican households, we gather around the table, usually grandma's house or mom's house, and we play Loteria for hours. I'm talking till 2, 3 in the morning. It brings the family together. You gather around the table, you forget about your problems, you forget about the worries of life, and you're just in the moment, having the time of your life with your family, and you're just living in the moment. because I know from my childhood experience the kind of fun, good times we had around the table. I wanted to bring that experience here to our customers. My name is Humberto Martinez, and I am the founder of City Birria, Tacos, and more. We're located at 415 Milo Street, Houston, Texas, 77002.
At Lonestar Sausage and BBQ, we specialize in homemade sausage and slow-smoked meats. Come taste the tradition. We can't wait to serve you.
Sophistication in a glass. Sophie's Punch is the perfect beverage for any occasion. You can choose from one of our 9 sophisticated flavors for our teas and our lemonades and our Arnold Palmers. They are available for purchase online at sophyspunch.com, and you can always stay connected to us on all social media platforms at Sophie's Punch. It's not just a drink, it's a mood.
Welcome to House of Energy, where fitness is more than just a journey. It's a community. Here you'll find strength in numbers with hip-hop cycling, extreme step, and our strength and conditioning hit class, FitX. Class is designed for all fitness levels. Together we push limits, reach goals, and celebrate victories because no one has to do it alone.
What it means to me to be a lifesaver is going above and beyond.
That we are a patient-centered facility. We are family-oriented, and we believe in taking care of our community and neighborhood.
My personal favorite is being able to help.
Our staff does take into consideration, hey, this is like my mom, this is like my grandma, you know, and so the biggest factor is knowing that we don't just, hey, you know what, rush them in and out. No, we genuinely take our time to go ahead and make sure that each patient is taken care of properly.
Lifesavers is different from other providers. When you walk in through the doors, we are like family.
I mean, we're a small organization, and that gives us this family feel of, I have people that I can rely on, just like I'd call my brother and say, hey, I need help, and everyone jumps on board, and we're there for each other.
Lifesavers Emergency Room is your #1 ER for medical care. Your emergency or concern is our priority.
So Loteria is Mexican bingo, is what it is. And Loteria night started here at City Birria because during the pandemic, downtown was a ghost town. There was just nobody walking the streets of downtown. and I got the bright idea to one day host a Loteria night here in the restaurant. If you know anything about Loteria, is that usually in Mexican households, we gather around the table, usually grandma's house or mom's house, and we play Loteria for hours. I'm talking till 2, 3 in the morning. It brings the family together. You gather around the table, you forget.
Welcome back to this Red River Rivalry Athletic Conference post game between the North American University Stallions and the Texas College Steers. Just an absolute thriller tonight, ending 70-65 in favor of Texas College, seeing just absolute domination from Shaston Cornish in particular, putting up 19, getting 10 of those from the free throw line, also contributing in big ways. Romeo Postel with 12 and Tyrone Woods with 12. A lot of those coming late in the game. Operating on the board as well was Postel, and Taekwon Neal also throwing in some boards as well as 9 points. 9 points from him. So on the side of the Stallions, largely dominating this one was Damian Thomas, 21 points, 19 rebounds, including 7 of those on the board, 5 for 5 from the free throw line, 3 blocks, just feeling his presence all over the floor. 8 points from Oakley Lewis.
As well, 40 minutes. He played the entirety of the game. That definitely was exhausting for him, I'm sure, and he'll definitely feel that tomorrow, but he played a great game overall.
Fingerprints everywhere. Sean Fry throwing in 16 points. Eric Wynn with 8 points. Jordan Chambers-Harris, 7 points. Notable injury, Tevin Gowans leaving early in this one. And as you know, he is just an absolute stellar game manager. Really relays the pace for this team. 4 assists per game, 4 points per game. Adding in 2 steals as well. The Stallions didn't shoot well from the floor, 36%, 18% from the free throw line. Did much better, three-point line. Did much better from the free throw line, 85%, but couldn't keep pace with the Steers, who were shooting 45% from 3. Daniel, what impression did you get from Texas College today?
Airtight defense. They are incredible at pressing players down the court with limited fouls. They didn't really get into foul trouble there at all. They stayed out of the bonus until the last 2 minutes, I believe. And their offense is just very composed, like we talked about. They're violent with the ball, but they're very conscious of who's open and who needs to have the ball at that time and when to pass the ball. And so I think that combination that they have is really efficient, and it leads to a lot of great basketball for them.
Absolutely. Excellent play. Again, we talked about Damian Thomas, who was certainly the MVP for the Stallions today, just couldn't quite get enough at the end there from the rest of his team. Jamar Cameron uncharacteristically not showing up on the board today. Again,
losing your starting point guard that early, I mean, that's really how Thomas gets probably the most of his feeds, is just through that connection, I'm sure they have pick and rolls. They couldn't get a lot of their offense going, especially with the pressing that was going on. But I think that injury definitely played a huge role in the game plan, and kind of turning things around was more difficult without that impact player.
Caleb Malik, another almost double-digit average scorer, just under 10 points a game, also winding up with 0, only putting up 2 shots total in his 18 minutes. Certainly had an effect on this one. So, again, a matchup that ended with just a 5-point difference. We saw plenty of excellent offense, but plenty more excellent defense and transitional plays. And this one, it was an exciting and electric one to watch, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys again, but that won't be until 2025, as this is the last game for North American in this calendar year, and so we'll see you on the other side. Happy holidays to all of you. Thank you very much for watching College Basketball Tip-Off here only on Clutch.